Bradley Pitt. Let's talk about that. I believe it's time that we talked about these three brothers. So The Legends of the Fall, 1994. It came out. It was directed by Edward Zwick. It was a melodrama sort of style of movie that covered the span of about 50 years, and it followed the Ludlow family. So the Ludlow family was William Ludlow, played by Anthony Hopkins, and his sons. So we had Brad Pitt, who was Tristan, and Aidan Quinn, who played Alfred, and of course the lovely Henry Thomas, who played Samuel. Now, this movie, it's tracked relatively well over time, and it's still a lovely movie to watch. It's certainly, lots of, it's quite a violent film. There's quite a lot of violence in this film. There's, the characters go to war in it. It's, getting vengeance and all of that sort of stuff. But the thing that I can't get past and that will allow me to love it forever and ever is because of this guy. Bradley Pitt. Let's talk about that. I had this poster. This poster was huge. It was like an A1 or A2 poster on my wall. We bought it like at a shop where you buy the posters in the rolls that are sealed. They were like in like a cage, and they had the numbers on the top of the tube, and you would be able to pick the poster because they would be in like these racks that you could flip through. So it was an expensive poster. And that was this one. And it was even laminated. How lucky am I? This poster, was on my walls for a very, very long time because it's beautiful. The Legends of the Fall, my sister and I would watch this movie a lot. It's just this sprawling film that takes place in Montana. It has such a beautiful soundtrack. When I was doing a little bit of research, I found out that the soundtrack was composed by a guy named James Horner. Now, James Horner actually died in 2015, and he was 61 years of age, and he actually did an amazing amount of movies, and he did things like An American Tail, Field of Dreams, Apollo 13, The Rocketeer, The Land Before Time, Braveheart, A Beautiful Mind, Casper, The Perfect Storm, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. He did a heap of films, and he composed the soundtrack for The Legends of the Fall. It is a beautiful soundtrack and is one of the things that I love about this movie. It has this beautiful, grand sound on the soundtrack, and it's stunning. At the end of the day, we love the Ludlows in our family. My sister and I love the Ludlows. There's old, what's her name? Jimmy Bob. Susanna, I think. Yeah, Susanna comes along and, well, let's face it, she has a crack at all of the brothers and falls in love with Tristan because we love Tristan. Yes, but unfortunately she has a very tragic end, sadly, because Tristan is her love, and she never ends up with Tristan, which is very, very sad and very dramatic. Legends of the Fall, a stunning 90s movie. I think this needs to go back up somewhere.